Yo, 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 this your boy Cervon checking in with Recording the Hip Hop, man. And this is According to Hip Hop News, A2HH News. And I'm here to bring y'all the latest news in hip hop. And that's what I'm going to do. I told you guys, and I promise you guys, I'm going to keep it coming. All right, so I'm going to get into it. I'm not going to waste no time. Let's talk about it. Historic moment here. If you're a hip hop fan, if you're a hip hop performer, and you want something to be inspired by, I suggest that you go check this out. And this is Kendrick Lamar's halftime show. It was historic, man. People have their opinions. Some may like it, some may not like it. I personally loved it. I enjoyed it. I love the underlying story in it. I love the performance, the special guests with SZA. I love that he performed with no background vocals, and he really did his thing, man. This is hip hop in its purest form on that stage, and the message that he sent across was amazing. And like I said, a lot of people may have some things to say negatively about it, and there are some people that had a lot to say about it that was positive. But one thing that we could all agree on is that these numbers are factual. These are the numbers that was reeled in. It says that Kendrick Lamar's halftime show garnered 133.5 million viewers. That's surpassing the game's viewership, which is crazy that the halftime show surpassed the viewership of the actual Super Bowl. But history was made. He surpassed Michael Jackson's previous record of 133.4 million. And we know Michael Jackson held things down in 93 on that halftime performance. Speaking of that, Dave Free just did an interview with the Wall Street Journal in which he kind of spoke to Kendrick's preparation for the halftime show. He said that he went back and watched every single halftime show and he drew inspiration from Prince, Michael Jackson, and Beyonce's performances. And hey man, I can't be mad at that at all, man. Nice acts to follow, big acts to follow. And if you want to make a statement, he did. Dave Free is quoted saying, "The feel of it is Black America. What does Black America look like, and how to control the narrative of what it means to be Black in America versus the world's perspective of what that is." Amazing, man. I feel like he conveyed that very well in the halftime show, and he did his thing. Go check out that print interview with Wall Street Journal and Dave Free as he talks about the halftime show with Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar steady makes history. Of course, like any other Super Bowl performance that's great, those artists, their catalog shoots through the roof. The numbers have already went up. If you guys want to go check the percentages of each of those records, you can go do so. But hey, man, Kendrick had a big year, and this is a big climax for the beginning of the year. So what's more to come from him should be even bigger. So we look forward to see what else Kendrick Lamar has in store. On to the Nets. Cardi B. Cardi B was in attendance at the Super Bowl, man. And she had some things to say about it. She said her experience wasn't that great. And due to our new president, man, well, is he really new? He served before. I guess it's his second term. Yeah, either way. She had a lot to say about his presence being there and the heightened security and how stiff it was. And it even ruined a pair of her fashion heels, man. She wasn't playing about those, man. But we all know that she doesn't think too fondly of Donald Trump. She actually campaigned with Kamala on her trail to presidency. And she was speaking out against Donald Trump's policies towards women's rights. And she was very vocal about her dislike for him and his administration, and she's not backing down. She even recently spoke out about a few of her family members being deported under the new immigration laws from the current administration. So yeah, Donald Trump's no friend of Cardi B. But we could move on, man. Diddy news. Did he do it? Did he not? I don't know, but I'm going to talk about it, man. There's a new accuser coming forward that is accusing Diddy of sexual assault. He said that he was a street performer in which he met a representative of Bad Boy who introduced him to Diddy, and Diddy basically promised that he was going to make him a star, promised him that he was going to do something with him as far as music and that he has talent. And then Diddy basically, allegedly, we should say, because we don't know if any of this is true, that he basically drugged him and sexually assaulted him. And the story is pretty graphic. You guys can go check that out on your own. I know it's posted everywhere right now, but these are one of the newest accusations coming out about Diddy. And yes, it was a male accuser that is saying this. So it adds to things that is a little bit crazy already. I know this case is being brought forward by Tony Bugsby. The name is not unfamiliar to you guys. If you all want to know who he is, he's the one that led the hotline for Diddy accusers. And he is the one that's also the lawyer representing the alleged victim of the Jay-Z alleged rape rape civil suit. So you guys could look into that for further news on that. But I told you I was gonna bring you the more recent updates on Diddy. So he still maintains his innocence. He's still locked up without bail, awaiting trial. So we'll see what comes from this. All right. Let's go to ASAP Rocky. He has a current trial that is going on in which we're getting closer and closer to the end. As of recent, a member of the ASAP mob, ASAP 12, he actually testified on stand in which he basically painted it out as if, ASAP really was the aggressor and that ASAP was defending himself, which is, you know, uh, it kind of adds more to the story. Things are it's going every way in this thing. But he basically said that ASAP really was the aggressor, and he encouraged ASAP to pull out his prop gun, and defend himself. But this trial is it's a lot of key things that happen here. One of the biggest things was from the testimony was they asked ASAP 12 what does AWG means, AWGE, and ASAP blurted out, "Don't tell him." And they asked him what was he saying, but there's a reason why. AWG is actually a creative agency and record label by ASAP Rocky, and he wants to keep the acronym mysterious. He basically has it on his site that two rules, never reveal what AWG stands for, and something to the likes of, if you're ever in doubt, refer back to rule number 1. So, it's not anything that's dire or pressing or anything gang related or something crazy. It's just he wants to maintain his brand, and rightfully so. It's not even relevant to the case. Today, ASAP actually waived his right to testify and take the stand in the trial, in which a lot of people have some reactions to it, saying that that's not so smart. Some people are indifferent, and some people are saying he shouldn't. So, opinions are opinions. I'm sure him and his legal team have this game plan together, how they're going to go about it. I know they're going to do their closing arguments and deliberations will start. So we'll see what comes from this. I'm going to keep you guys posted as soon as possible, if I can, when that decision comes out. All right. So I'm going to move on to the next thing. More positive news, man. I told you, I want to keep this thing all about hip hop and everything around hip hop. So I'm going to get into it. New music. That's the thing I want to talk about. I don't want to talk about rappers' cases and all that stuff. Let's get to the thing that really matters. Let's talk about the music. All right. We got new music news. All right. New music news. And I want to talk about it. 2 Chainz and Larry June, they dropped their album February 7th. Okay. It's called Life is Beautiful, and it was produced by The Alchemist. If you guys haven't heard it, check it out. It gives you that classic Alchemist type style. It's feel of his music. I went and visit the album. I want to go back and digest it. I don't have too much of a review to give you right now. I want to sit and be one with the music before I let it be out here as far as my opinions about it. But yeah, 2 Chainz, Larry June's album, Life is Beautiful. Check it out on all DSPs. All right. Another one. Another one. Drake and Party Next Door, their album is dropping February 14th. And it seems like it's gonna be an album for the ladies. Drake is currently on tour internationally right now, and he's gearing up to drop this album with Party Next Door. One of the things that's been floating around the internet that's very interesting is the album track list that's out right now, or things that's being previewed. It says featuring Drake on every song. I don't know what's going on as far as Drake and being able to release music being under UMG, or if they're stopping him from doing that at the time. I don't know. I think it's pretty interesting how this is going about. I know a lot of those other Drake recently released records were released in other avenues outside of DSP. So I'm pretty sure it's probably some label stuff going on, but I'm not too sure on that. Don't have the details. But hey, if you guys are interested in hearing some new Drake, here it is, February 14th. Him and Party Next Door, they're dropping. All right. Cardi B back in here again, man. Cardi B, new single, Toot It Up, featuring Party Fontaine. Oh man, this is a interesting, fun type record. We'll see what comes about this and the impact of this record. I don't know. I like the sample of it. I don't know. It's not a bad record. I think that it could have been something new and fresh that they could have ventured with her. Like I said, I love the beat. I love the sample of the beat. I like when Cardi works with her, and he worked with her on her first album. So hey, I got all faith that Cardi's gonna deliver a great body of work. I'm never gonna doubt her. The single, some people have opinions. My opinion is I think it could have been stronger, but I'm not mad at the record. We'll see how it grows. All right. And maybe I could eat my words and it blows up. And I know this album is something I've been looking forward for. A lot of people for it too. I know a lot of people have been looking forward to Cardi B dropping new music as far as a body of work. I know she has dropped some singles and some features and everything, but finally we were going to get this album that her fans have been harassing her about. So check out Cardi B's new single "Tooted Up" featuring Party Fontaine. I know they have the music video to that, as I mentioned. So yeah, go check that out. Another big news: Game announced that Ye will executive produce the documentary 3. As of now, there hasn't been a date of that release that's been put out. I know the documentary 1 and documentary 2 are great bodies of work. Documentary 1 being the Game's debut album, and documentary 2 came out some years later, and both of them were good. Even the documentary 2.5. We'll see what happens with Ye executive producing the documentary 3. We know they have been past collaborators before in music. I don't know how it's going to be with Ye sound, or if it's a good idea being everything that's going on with Ye right now. But Game is staying loyal to Ye, and this album is to come. So we'll see what comes from this, and Kenny could deliver another great body of work. All right. I'm going to get into the next one. All right. Lil Wayne, he announces the Carter 6 is coming June 6th. He did that in a lotion commercial, which was very interesting to make that announcement there. But hey, new ways and new innovative ways of doing things, I'm always welcome to. Big shout out to Wayne. He is a legend and an icon in his game. I don't know what the sound is going to sound like on the Carter 6, but we'll see, man. We'll see if he keeps it coming. Looking forward to it. I'm going to check it out. Will you? I don't know. Let's see. All right. The next project that's coming out is dropping February 26th. Lil Durk, Deep Thoughts. Lil Durk is currently locked up in awaiting trial for his case. And I think that builds up some anticipation for the album on what's going to be on here content-wise. And I know there's going to be some individuals that are going to be checking for this. So we'll see what comes about from this album, what it sounds like, what the content's going to be like as Durk is currently locked up awaiting trial. All right. Next one, anticipated album. Roddy Ricch, man, he's also dropping on the 21st. It's supposed to be called the Navy album. Okay, the Navy album. Roddy Ricch is a guy that some people said he gave you a great album and then he fell off, man. So, like I said before on previous episodes of A2HH Live, mic check. You're always just one hit away. You're always just one body of project away, one body or body of work or project away. I'm never gonna doubt nobody. Roddy Ricch is a dope artist. He represents the West, and I'm looking forward to it. In other music news, there are other individuals that are dropping or have announced that they're dropping. So I want to get into it as well. We know that Ye, he's talking about releasing Bully. There's a lot of controversy with things that Ye has going in the news and everything. I don't know if it's just promotion or I don't know. It's silly, but the Bully album is supposed to be dropping. We could also speak about West Side Gun. He's dropping an album called 12, and that's supposed to be dropping on Valentine's Day as well. Also, Brother Ali and Ant, Satisfied Soul, that's dropping February 14th as well. Paid in Full by OGZ, that's also dropping if you're familiar with him. And as I want to go retro, in the same day that 2 Chainz and Larry June dropped, Tyga dropped. He dropped the album called NSFW. So you guys go check that out. This is new music. And we know there's going to be some albums dropping this year. There's some good projects that's dropping this year, or good anticipated projects that's dropping this year. So I'll keep my ear out on the latest news around any releases and any hip hop news that's going on, man. So I'm going to keep it coming for y'all. So make sure you just stay up with me, man, and check in with me here for A2HH news, man. The hip hop news coming for y'all, the people, for the culture. And this is your boy Cervon, and I'm out. Thank you.